Guys, as I've been spending my quarantine days here, locked in my studio apartment, I've been learning more about the art world. And the art world is a very fascinating place because as I've been exploring the art world, there's people in the art world who've caught my eye. For example, Damien Hirst. Did you know that Damien Hirst is perhaps the most collected and most exhibited artist that's alive right now? He's also the richest. So a lot of people, when they interview him, like to latch onto that. Fortunately for me, learning about Damien Hirst, I found perhaps the cringiest art world interview I have ever seen in my entire life. It's short and we're gonna watch it together and I'm gonna react to it. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, all right, pause. We're gonna watch this together and see why. Literally, this is the reason why me, Bruce Allen, do That's the Angle and talk to other artists is because I don't ever wanna do an interview like this. I hope, and I'm pretty sure I know that artists love my interviews. That being said, let's get into the video and let's watch this together. Oh my God, all right, mask on. Mask on. All right, here we are. It's Damien Hirst getting tortured for 5 minutes by a Time News reporter. Oh, guys, this is a good one. All right, let's just get into it.
Hi, I'm Belinda Luscombe. I'm an editor-at-large at Time magazine. Damien Hirst is one of the world's most successful, most famous, and...
Yo, who let the cat lady out of the house? This, just straight up, I don't want to interrupt it that much, but why does it look like this lady just woke up and yet she's the editor at Time? I know this is 2012, but she literally looks like someone's aunt at like the family gathering that everyone kind of laughs about because she drinks too much and chain smokes cigarettes, but you're just kind of like, yeah, we'll leave Aunt Shelly to the wine corner. We'll just leave her alone over there. Oh God, okay.
Most famous and wealthiest artists. He's currently filling 11 of Larry Gagosian's galleries with paintings of spots. And we're here to ask 10 questions about that.
And we're here to ask 10 questions about that. Just the way she's talking, I just don't like where this is going.
Mr. Hirst, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So, 11 galleries around the world filled with your spot paintings. What about this idea interested you?
I was looking at Larry's gallery uptown, and he has on the wall always when he has an exhibition, he has every gallery that he owns with the different artists that are on there printed on the wall. And when I first saw it, I thought I could do, the only artist in the world probably is me, and then the only body of work I could use is the spots to fill all the galleries. So I guess it was a sort of perverted megalomania idea.
You have actually...
That is a baller move. For anyone listening, if you don't know the art world, Larry Gagosian is one of the biggest art dealers and gallery owners like in the world. 11 galleries. This guy makes sales. So for Damien Hirst to want to be in all of his galleries and just put some dots up and sell them, that's some baller ass shit. He even admitted it. So, but look at this freeze frame on his face. He's like, why am I here?
You have actually only painted 5, is that right, of the spot paintings yourself?
Actually, looking around the show, I think it's probably closer to 25.
25?
Yo, okay, so what that lady did right there was, she goes, you've only painted 5? Because in the art world, big artists like Damien Hirst employ a lot of people to assist with paintings and to finish projects because they're so busy. So her saying you painted 5 was her basically like being cheeky and kind of being a dick and being like, you've only painted 5 of these paintings? Look at his face. He's like, oh my God.
5. How far can you go with the whole kind of outsourcing idea of getting, it's not like you're the only artist that does that, it's familiar, but could you take them to Sri Lanka? Could you train people in, like American corporations do?
Well, as an artist, you've always got to believe that you can train anybody to make them, because if you're harnessing other people's, talents, I paint from photographs as well, very realistically, and I've always been very careful to not hire somebody who's an absolutely brilliant painter in their own right, because then you kind of rely on their own talent, whereas it's much better to just, believe that anybody can do this and you have to train them.
So you're saying you hire numbskulls? Somebody paints you something and sorry, you are way too good.
You've got to be able to pick up a brush. You've got to be able to paint. I think just basic skills, you just work with people with basic skills.
The security guard over there asked me, what do the circles mean? And I was like, well, I can actually find out for you.
Someone needs to get Aunt Kathy because she's wildin'. Aunt Kathy's on her 3rd bottle of wine. She's off the cuff. Look at her. Look at Aunt Kathy. Someone comb her hair. How's Time gonna do her like this? How does she not just do her hair? Aunt Kathy, come on.
For you, if you...
Well, you could say the red ones mean love, the white ones mean purity, the black ones mean death, the blue ones are about the blues, the green ones are about jealousy,
Are you making this up as you go, or is this actually something you've thought about?
You know, in any kind of art, it's like, you know, I make art, you know, words are not really
What it's about.
adequate to describe it. What does it mean to you? You know, I suppose in a way they're about like...
And there we go. That's what he has to say to Kathy and anyone who has to say about his dots that sell for millions of dollars. Actually, how much did his spot painting sell for? Let's look this up real quick. Just one spot painting found a buyer. It sold for $607,000, comfortably clearing the $250,000, $350,000 estimate. Whoa. However, the spin painting, Beautiful Death of God, whatever that is, but one of these paintings sold for more than $500,000. Yo, Aunt Kathy, you better chill. He's gonna buy your family.
Like human urge to, you know, make order out of chaos, or to make order out of the world. You know, it's like why we, you know, like a grid, but really, you know, the things that we're trying to put into grids won't be put into grids, and really that's what the whole of human life's about.
I guess in the same way, a lot of your work, not the spots, but it deals with sort of decay and death and squalor. Where does this come from? Where do you think this?
Well, I've always had to go for both sides of the story, really. You know, it's like when I make a butterfly painting, I always think, you know, I don't want to be seen to be too soppy, so I'll do a fly painting. I just think, oh my God, you know, love is an amazing thing, but children are being murdered in Africa as we speak. You know, it's like that's the world, isn't it? You've got these massive polarities and extremes all the time, and I try and make art that reflects that.
You talk about having an impact on how your worst fear.
This is why I hate art interviews. Did you notice how she took that answer and just, it went in one ear and out the other? Like this is why I hate it. Like, I wish you could have a longer conversation with him about that, which is why I do what I do. But this is time, it's a short format. Aunt Kathy Weiland. Look, let's see what this next question is. It's gonna be something degrading him.
Fear is to be forgotten or overlooked, which is not going to happen. And in fact, some of your work has been sort of incredibly controversial and discussed. And one of them, I guess, is the skull. I see we're wearing a lot of skulls today. Love of God,
Yeah.
which is the diamond encrusted platinum skull. And there is a sort of showmanship to that is sort of reminiscent, people have said to me, of the kind of thing you see on, say, on television today, in, say, shows like Pimp My Ride or Cake Boss. You probably have them in England, where
Yeah, I love Pimp My Ride.
where people are making these sort of amazing.
Did she just compare his platinum encrusted diamond skull to Pimp My Ride or a television commercial? How much did that sell for? Oh, so it sold for $100 million. That's it. It sells for $100 million, and it was sold to an investment group. Wow. So, Aunt Kathy, you should watch Words, because he's really going to buy your entire family and your future family. Oh my God. Look at her face. Like, she thinks she's got him. Look at her face. She's like, I got him on this one. Oh my God. Fun fact, he actually made another one right after that, made out of a baby skull. I don't know if it was an actual baby skull, but I think it was a platinum baby skull with pink diamonds, because he found out it was worth even more money. So he flexed even harder on Aunt Kathy.
The Van Gogh, starving artist, you know, because I think, you know, money should always be a key and not a motivating factor, something to enable you rather than something to drive you, you know. It's very complicated. I think money's as complicated as love.
She just called him crazy. Did you see that? She went like this. Hold up, that was a Freudian slip. We gotta go back. Look at this. She goes like this. That's her going, you're crazy.
Something to drive you, you know. It's very complicated. I think money's as complicated as love.
This is from the man who's worth conservatively $300 million, right?
Who
Pounds,
knows?
or is it pounds? Oh, you don't know?
Well, I mean, it changes, you know, worth is like, you know, what are the, you know, I've got, you know, I'm okay, I'm sure. I mean, I'm speaking to my accountant about...
Oh, you don't know? You don't know how many millions are worth? Oh, you don't know? I know. You don't know you're worth $300 million? Yo, Aunt Kathy, chill. Chill, Aunt Kathy. We want to see his tax return?
So you're not going to ballpark it for me?
$300 million.
Dollars, not pounds?
Pounds, maybe? Pounds or dollars. That's always good, isn't it? The pounds-dollar switch.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, really, these days. It depends if you've got to sell everything in a fire sales, doesn't it?
Mr. Hirst, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yo, someone needs to come get Aunt Kathy, because she is wildin'. She straight up like belittled the fact that he made the circles, the fact that he has assistants, and then had the audacity to ask him how much he actually thought he's worth. Like, bruh, see? Aunt Kathy, you be killing me sometimes with some of these questions, but look, just look at her face at the end. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with Aunt Kathy today. She left the interview quickly to go refuel on wine and to smoke some more cigarettes out back and harass the rest of the family. And by the rest of the family, I mean the rest of the art world, because I really hope they don't let her interview anyone else. But you know what? I'm gonna look into it. Maybe there's a string of Aunt Kathy interviews that we need to react to. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this crazy look into some of the crazy questions artists be getting asked. That's it. That's the end goal. Let's do better. Peace out.